students, you are welcome to today's class. Today we'll be discussing Nigerians agriculture. Agriculture is one of Nigerians' major economic activity. Now, looking at this topic, we have several objectives. One of them is being able to define agriculture. We'll discuss about the types of agriculture and their various characteristics. Also talk about some of the important crops produced in Nigeria, and we'll be able to locate on the map of Nigeria where these crops are produced. And of course, we should be able to discuss the conditions necessary for the cultivation of these crops and state the importance of agriculture to man and to the economy. Also, we'll be discussing about the problems facing agriculture and the solution in Nigeria. First and foremost, it will be wise for us to define agriculture. Agriculture has several definitions. It is the process of practicing farming, including cultivation of the soil for growing crops, rearing animals, and producing other products such as wool, etc. We have various types of agriculture. First, we have crop rotation. This is a situation whereby the crops are being rotated from one plot to another. It allows for permanent and continuous cultivation on a piece of land. Another is shifting cultivation. This is a movement of the farmer and his family from one piece of land to another when the land is no more fertile. And in this type of farming system, simple farm tools and family labor are employed. Production is majorly for family consumption. It's a system of agriculture whereby simple farm tools are involved, and this is a type of agriculture where forest resources are destroyed. Next is the Bushfire system. The Bushfire system, it is a farm that is being rotated rather than the crops. It is practiced by the peasant farmers, and this is practiced by small-scale farmers, and they are characterized by poor productivity per unit of piece of land. And another that we have on the list is irrigation agriculture. Now, still on the bush farming system, 1 to 3 years cultivation is followed by 5 or more years of fallowing. It involves the use of traditional equipment such as hoe, cutlass, and this is practiced on a small-scale farm. The farm size is usually small, of about 2 to 8 hectares. Of course, the irrigation type is another type of agricultural system that involves the use of surface water from rivers and lakes to supplement water from rainfall in agriculture. It may involve a natural irrigation system whereby seasonal flooding provides lands or swamps. These occur in many parts of the country during the dry season. Next is the terrace agriculture. This is a tedious system associated with hills and mountains. The use of terrace minimizes the danger of erosion, and it is characterized by the use of animals and human waste to increase the fertility of the soil. Another is the Peasant Agriculture, also known as subsistence agriculture. In this type of agriculture, the cultivator depends mainly on his labor and that of his family. It is a system practiced under shifting cultivation and bush fallow system, and it has the same characteristics with the bush fallowing and shifting cultivation system. It is produced mainly for family consumption and it requires small area of land. It involves the cultivation of many crops at a time and family labor is usually employed. Requires small capital, food crops are mainly grown. Next is the plantation agriculture. It is a system whereby only one crop is cultivated on a piece of land, and it is a large-scale agricultural system involving many hectares of land. It involves the use of modern equipment rather than traditional equipment, and it is also referred to as mechanized agriculture. It requires large labor. It requires large capital investment. It involves the cultivation of perennial crops like cocoa, rubber, oil palm, etc. Some of the important crops produced in Nigeria, they are grouped into two major classes. We have the food crops and the cash crops. The food crop is divided into grain crops and tuber and root crops. The grain crops are the rice, millet, and what we have on the screen. The grain crops, which include millet, guinea corn, maize, are popularly cultivated in the northern part due to light rainfall. We also have fruits and vegetables. These are fruits that are commonly grown in the forest areas of southern Nigeria. We have the banana, the plantain. These are some of the fruits that we have in our country. Then we also have vegetables. Vegetables such as lettuce, garden egg. We have others that are cultivated in the southern part of the country. Also, we have the tuber crops, roots and tubers crops. So some of the root crops that are grown in Nigeria include yam, cassava, cocoyam, and sweet potato. These also have others roots and root crops and tuber crops. Like I made mention, we said the yam is by far the most important of the root crop zone of Nigeria, and the cocoyam also is another that belongs to this family. Some of these tuber and root crops like yam, cocoyam are grown in the middle belt and in the southern part of the country because of the favorable rainfall and fertility of the soil. Next is the cash crops. The cash crops are crops grown for sale to provide money either for individual or for the nation when they are exported. Some important cash crops produced in Nigeria are we have the palm nuts, we have the cashew nuts, we also have cola, we have rubber, we have groundnuts, we have cotton, we have beans. Now the cocoa is a major tree crop grown mainly in the western part of Nigeria around Akure, Abeokuta and Ibadan. Cocoa is one of the most important crops for exports in Nigeria. Then we also have rice as another cash crop because this has been sold for people to earn money. We'll be looking at the location of places on the map That is where these important crops are produced. Majorly, we said cocoa is produced in areas in the west, such as Akure, Ibadan, and Abeokuta. Kola, we have it also in the west, Akure, Ibadan, and Abeokuta. We have rubber produced in the south, Sapele, Benin City. We have also in Akure and in Calabar. Oil palm is also produced in parts of the eastern states. We have Aba, they are produced in Owerri, Port Harcourt, Benin City. Looking at the importance of agriculture. One of the major importance of agriculture is that it provides foods for the family and also for the country at large. Another of the importance is that it provides employment for people who are engaged in it. People who are engaged in agriculture are employed, and as such, it helps to solve the problem of unemployment. Another is that it provides shelter. With agriculture, man can have where to lay his head. Now, there are several problems that are faced with agriculture. One of them is the use of simple farm tools. With the use of simple farm tools, the farmer will not be able to get more yield. Also, we have poor storage system. Talking about the storage system, there is no proper place to store this produce for future purpose, and as such, it leads to the consumption of this produce in order for them not to go bad. Another of this is that irrigation is also a problem. Now, some of the solution to this problem is that we should be able to use mechanized implements, that is the use of modern farm machineries such as tractors, bulldozers should be employed in agriculture in order to get good yield of production. Also, agriculturists should be encouraged. They should be provided with capital in order to have good investment and productivity. In conclusion, thanks for watching. In conclusion, we can say that agriculture is so important because all humans depend on food, and it provides employment for about 45% of the working population in Nigeria.